I got some pink thread here, and I'm going to go through it making a basket. I already got some straw. I don't know how much I'm going to need, so I'm just going to play with it as I go. Now, you got to cut off the tips of them. So I've been cutting them off. Where you at? There it is. And put them in here. You really don't want to put them down in your sink, just in case they have some of that sap on them. It's harder to get out of the sink as the video that I had I'm going by. And I'm putting them in a pan. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to boil them to where they will be softened. Because right now, let me see if I can't get one. When you bend them, they will break. But if they're soaking and they're in hot water, they won't break as easy. The video I done last year where I made it, and it didn't tell you to do this. She said it works better if you get them real hot. So that's what we're going to work on. Alright, now all these little ones, I just threw them away. And all I want is to keep the long ones. She said like over 5 inches. She said 8 inches is the best, but 5 inches. So now I have them boiling, and I'm going to let it get really hot, and then I'm going to wait a half an hour before I even stick my hands in it. It's getting warm. I can feel it's warm. But she said it makes it so that they got moisture in them, and they won't break. That right there is not breaking. Yeah, these right here are breaking. I'm not going to worry about them, though. Get rid of them. Alright, so I'm going to let that happen and let them soak for probably about an hour. Alright, we're going to end that there. Okay, you're going to need a little bitty piece of a straw. She said you're going to need these little pair of pliers or something to pull it through. We're going to need a needle and thread. She said the wax thread is better, but I've got a bunch of pink up there, and I'm going to use it to get rid of it. Alright, and then she said we're going to need a pair of scissors. Now, I have these scissors, and I have these scissors, just in case I need them. And I think that's it, and then we'll be back whenever I get the rest of it ready to go. Alright, I got it good and hot. Now I have a wet washcloth and a pan to play with. It makes it easier. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of these, and I'm going to let it drip, and I'm going to put it on here. I don't want too much at a time, and that way they can cool off. Now, I also have another rag. Hold on. And I'm going to put it on top of it so that it can cool them down and be able to keep the heat in it. and let it sit here for a few. Sorry it's blurry, but there we go. So I'm going to let it cool down a little bit, and then we'll get started on them. But that right there, you see how dirty that water is? Well, let's see if it'll focus in a little bit. Nope. I wish you could see how dirty that water is. It's dirty. Let me take a picture of it. Alright, the picture ain't going to do it justice either, but it's dirty. Alright, let's wait and see what happens. Alright, let's see if we can't get started with doing this. This is cold now. That's cold in the house. Alright, and another thing that I did, instead of using this one, which is really thick, and I don't really care for it, so I got me a smaller straw, and I'll use it. And I really don't think I need it that big. I think that's too big, but I'm going to leave it like it is for now. If I have to, I will cut it off. Alright, so I'm going to get rid of that. Now, she says that it is better to put the side with the pointy on it in there first. And for this right here, the side you cut to go in last. I'm not going to worry about which way that it goes. You know, me and directions, they just don't heed into the brain. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to drop me some in here. And I'm going to work on getting some down in here. And that right there's not going to work. Alright, I've got some on here. And I think I put a few more in here. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Squeeze as many as I can. But make sure that I can move, keep moving it around. And make it tight, but enough to move my straw. And I think maybe that's going to be it. Now, the way that I done it, you could feel that the last one was a little bit tight going in. And I'm going to try to get these leveled up. And then that way, we can start right like that. I'm going to pull that down a little bit. Now, the way she did it was a whole lot different than the way I'm going to do it. You know me and directions, they don't work. So, I'm using this just regular thread because I got a bunch of it up there. But we want to start it off like this. Alright, and now what we're going to do is we're going to start wrapping it around and around. Alright, now we're right here, and we're going to want to try to tie it off, so we'll go a little more. I'm going to go right up in between here, and I'm going to quit, that hurt, the pokey side. Alright, now I want to take, and I'm going to push it right straight through, like that. Just as you can see, it's just right straight through there. And I'm going to pull it through. And that should be doing it. Alright, now let me get me another one. And get me another piece of thread. And then we'll continue on and get it done. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go through this yarn thread like crazy. Alright, I know what it's like talking about looking for a needle in a haystack. Okay, I don't recommend doing this on really short thread. It makes it a whole lot more harder. Alright, so I got a really loose straw here. So I'm going to start putting in my straw here. And she puts in one at a time. So I can get it over here so I can see it. And maybe she may have something going. But I got two. So I'm going to put two in at a time. See, that right there is just too small, so we ain't going to use it. And I'm just going to keep on putting them in until it gets a little bit tighter. So I think it's already tight enough. Alright, can't get that one in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bend this. Now that it is wet, it will bend a whole lot better. Alright, what I do with my needle hard. And I'm going to start, let's see, I'm going to cut a little bit of that right there off. There we go. And I'm going to fold this over on it. And I'm going to start going straight through it. Let's see, I need to start at this end here.
I'll be back.
Okay. And I'm going to go straight through it. Like that. And I'm going to tie it or make it so it stays. And I didn't cut my end off my thread. There we go. I'm going to go around it a couple of times to make sure that it's stuck good. And then I'm going to go through it again. Let's see. I can't get it. I got just a regular needle. She didn't use a regular needle. Okay. Let's go in through the pan. There's more one way to skin a cat. I think I just skinned that one. Alright, we're going to do it again. And kind of pull it tight.
My belt on. From the back of my hand, try to pull the pants up.
Wouldn't be good. Alright, so now we have it like this. We're going to go back down it to make sure it's pretty good. This is going to be a pain in the butt to keep on threading this needle with little short ones. Can't wait till I get the longer ones. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can't. I'm going to tie it off now and not wait. So let's see what we can do. I'm going to take it and I'm going to go down the thread. Oh, come on. I can't see it too good. There we go. Like that right there. There we go. And then I'm going to go back up through it. And I'm not doing it the way she's doing it. But you know me and directions. Alright. I'm going to tidy that back up, put some more in here, and then we'll be back. Alright. I'm going to put some more sticks in here to make it. Oh, come on, don't be so hard to go in there. And don't get stuck to my finger. So I'm going to stick a couple more down in here. And not really tight. And not loose either. So there we go. I think we got it pretty good. Uh-oh. That one come out. Alright, I'm not going to worry about it. So now I want this right here a little bit smaller. Because I want to try to make it round. So I'm going to bend this again. Come on, get out of my arm. Now where's my needle? And I'm going to fold it into it and make it smaller. Now,
Brown.
Okay.
Alright, thank you.
I missed it. Plum missed it.
Not Monday. Monday morning, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
I mean, we could probably get around a little bit in it, but not long.
I don't want to try it.
Me too, I'd rather not drive it.
I'd rather not drive it. We're having car trouble. Alright, now.
Alright.
See what we can do about making it smaller. Alright. Let's see. I gotta
Get started on it at 8.
Yeah.
He said it shouldn't take but a couple of hours, so I don't know.
But wherever it's at, we're gonna have to stay there until it's done.
Yeah.
So that means I need to take something along to keep me occupied.
Monday, if Francisco needs.
I'm not gonna have much left to keep this up. Keep on dropping it.
You want to go to the fence?
Oh, come on. Oh, tangled up.
Want to go to the fence?
Alrighty, I got one sewed on there. And I'm gonna start turning it. And putting it straight through it and trying to get it to go into a curve.
The fence.
Oh, come on. Let's not do that. Alright, let's see what we can do about getting it. And going through it again. Okay. Then we're going to start turning it. Now, the last time I used a clip. Get that one free. And I turned it like that. And I clipped it. I don't know if it's going to work this time or not. I probably had it started it when it was bigger. But let's see what we could do about using it and seeing what we could do. Let me see, I've got it right like that. And I'm taking too big of a chunk. And I'm not liking that. So I'm going through the next one. Pushing it down. Yeah, so here's going to be a pain in my derriere. Keeping on threading this needle every time I turn around. Yeah, I'm going to wish I hadn't done this with the small threads. But anyway, we can't get this going. And thread my needle again. Alright, I'm only having to make 2 stitches at a time, so I'm going to get some of this done and get a little bit further along, and then we'll be back. Because I think I can do it a little bit faster. I'm not having... There's my thread. My short thread. Alright, we'll be back in a little bit. Now.
Bye.
Now,